Hi guys, and welcome to the Mutual Friends podcast. Today first of all, I got a tech setup right. I shouldn't say that because that is, I'm afraid I'm going to jinx it. Knock on wood. Where's my floor? I think I got a tech setup right. And with that, a new, better way to remote. You probably are a little annoyed at hearing the tech setup, but this has been the plague of my life. So we're going to do this together. A new setup for remote podcasting that is so much better on the back end, especially for editing. And we've got one of my bestie mutual friends, other Sara, on the podcast.
Hi.
Hi. She's been on the podcast several times. You all know, love her. We're going to have a very fun podcast today as well. But hey, Sara, how you doing?
Good. I was just thinking, every time I've been on this podcast, I think I've had different hair. So I probably look different every time I've been on it, but I can't really remember.
Yeah, you've changed your hair a lot in the last 2 years.
Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm bored. I'm in Massachusetts and I live in the middle of nowhere and I miss you. And I need to move back to Charleston.
I miss you. Yeah, plan is for you to move back in January. You are visiting me at the end of October. October 31st through November 7th.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain or shall I?
Well, Sara should not be trusted with the calendar.
I promise I'm not an idiot. I don't know what I did.
That is debatable in this circumstance.
So, guys, here's the thing.
Explain.
Yeah, here's the thing. So, Sara told me in May or some whack, she booked these tickets to visit, and she was
cheaper than.
Well, yeah, okay, that's fair. And I understand where you're coming from, but she booked these tickets and was like, I am coming in October. What are you doing in October? Are you available? I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in October. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. So we went on this thing, and I in my mind, there's two sections of my brain, and this is something I need to fix because I do this a lot. A section where I again, it's the front desk where it's sitting on the table ready to be filed. And then it's when something is actually filed. I know it's there, but it hasn't processed. You know what I mean? So for example, I have an EDM festival that I'm going to in 4 weeks, but I have not purchased tickets, accommodations, or anything to actually go to the EDM festival. That is at the front desk. It is not processed. So Sara told me that she was coming and booked tickets, and that was at the front desk, not processed. I remember in my mind I was like, yeah, I think she's looking at visiting in October. I don't really know when. I don't think that she's booked anything. Again, that's
what I called her. Well, I booked it.
Yes
she knew I booked it.
No, 100%, you are so correct. And yet I then proceeded to while I was at a wedding, I was with our squad, and we were trying to book a fall trip, and I hadn't put anything in my calendar for Sara coming because, again, front desk not processed. And so they were like, oh, are you available this weekend? And I was like, yeah. So they booked Airbnbs and stuff, and then we chatted, and I was like, ooh, Sara's coming. So then I call Sara and tell her what I did. And the perfect peach that she is laughed and didn't strangle me, mainly because she's several states away. And then she booked a different thing, except I don't know in what world I was in when she booked it. She booked the second week of October. I put in my calendar last week of October. And then I looked at the last week of October. I was like, oh my God, I have a wedding. I had her book over. Yes. Well, yeah, we'll get to that. Oh my God, I have a wedding. Granted, okay, Sara actually booked the second week of October, but my brain processed the fourth week of October. So then I thought, and we have a wedding, Halloween weekend. And so I was like, oh man, I have to call her, and I say I did this again. We get on the topic of her visiting, and I don't know how it got out, whatever. And I don't know. She said, "Oh, I'm visiting like second week of October." I was like, "No, you're not. I'm in New York second week of October. You're coming the fourth week of October. But actually, let's talk about that because I have a wedding that now we have to figure out. Like, are you coming with me to the wedding or not?" She was like, "Sarah, you were with me. I booked the second week of October. Why would you have me book when you're in New York?" And I was like, "What?" So it was like double fuck, like big. I don't even know where my
Like,
brain
once
was
again,
at.
I booked it on the phone with you, told you to double check your schedule. And the funniest
Yes.
thing is you were like, well, I have a wedding the fourth week when you're coming. And I was like, I know you have a wedding. You told me
Yeah.
this
Oh,
2 months
yeah. Yeah.
ago.
I didn't even, that's right. I didn't even say, "Oh, we need to talk about that because I have a wedding." I said, "No, you're not. You're coming the fourth week." And then you said, "I'm not coming the fourth week. You have a wedding." I was like, "How did you know I had a wedding?" And I just remembered I had a wedding. "How did you know I had a wedding to go to before I did?" And then you're like, "You told me." I don't know who that bitch was. I don't
Apparently, I
know.
keep better track of your schedule.
No, 100%. So this time I've shared, she now has access to my calendar. She looked, and then we cross-referenced with Joseph. And then I looked at my calendar, it stared at it and made sure the brain processed it last night and then handed it to Joseph to make sure I was processing correctly. So we actually do have dates that she's coming.
And then I added in all caps to her calendar that I was
Yeah,
visiting, since apparently she's incapable of putting it in her own calendar.
correct. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like, I mean, this is shitty friend behavior. And I don't consider myself a shitty friend.
No.
I do consider myself a dumbass sometimes.
Yeah.
And your friendship is so meaningful to me, and how much you forgive me is,
Oh, you know, it was funny. I told my mom that you messed up again. And
uh-huh.
she goes, I don't think she's really your friend. I don't think she likes you.
Oh my God. No, no, Mama Walsh. I am so sorry. You know what? I'm apologizing to you. I'm apologizing to you. I'm more apologizing to your mom. It's one thing for you to think I'm a dumbass or like be mad at me. I can't have your mom being mad at me. Unfortunately, I physically can't. I can't handle it. Can't take it. Mm-mm.
But anyways, I'm coming to visit. Well, I have half a flight, not half a flight. I have one flight. I don't have a flight home yet.
Yeah,
So I just be coming to live, but it's okay. I'll figure that out.
which would be fine. We've discussed you living here several times. Like, and again, I think that's also something I'm processing, or I'm like have at the front desk and not processed. Cause like in my mind, I'm like, that would be amazing. And then the other side of my brain is like, you are married, you have a full life. Like you can't just have your friends move in with you. And
This is an issue we have, because if you
this is an
weren't
issue we
with
have.
Joseph, like if Joseph didn't exist, we
If
would be
Joseph
living
didn't
together.
exist, we would, and I like
Yeah.
I think actually it's funny. I think you have the most visibility on my love for that man than
Yeah.
anybody, which is interesting because you would think it was Squad, but I don't think, and I feel like people are gonna wonder why you're not in Squad. I would consider you a Squad adjacent.
Yeah.
A Squad adjacent, not, and it's not by closeness, by favorites. Arguably, I am more close to you than several members of Squad, mainly the men. But anyway, but you were like Squad adjacent. You hung out with Squad, whatever. I think that
I've hung out with members of your squad without you, like Zach. Well, Zach. I've hung out with Zach and
yes. Okay, so see,
yeah.
guys, we're fine.
Hmm.
Anyway, I think that you have seen our love
Gross.
more closely than many have, or if anybody. Would you agree?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, I stay at your house for random periods of time, and also we FaceTime for like 2 hours
Right.
at night all the time. And Joseph,
Yeah.
of course, is there, so he ends up on the FaceTime too.
Yeah.
So yes, yeah.
All this to say, don't get it twisted. I have an obsession with this man.
100%. It's like actually disgusting. It's very cute, but it's disgusting for someone like me who has never been in love.
Yes, unfortunate for you. So when we talk about this hypothetical situation, it's not the one I kicked Joseph out of my life. I would literally, let's not even go there. But let's say if Joseph did not exist and I had not hadn't fallen in love with him and like happily ever after, whatever, we would be attached to the hip. We might as well be surgically glued.
Yes, 100%.
And the fact that your name is Sarah without an H, I really should find more offensive.
Why?
Because I think it's like
I like my no H.
No. It's not even that. It's mainly that your name is also Sarah. Like, I think it is odd to have your best friend's name as your own.
I think if Joseph didn't exist, we would become we would become one. Like
One, a
we would
united
just basically be the
person.
same person.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we'd be like literally never in one.
Well, they talk
Never.
about like there's like soulmate like best friends, like 100%. First day we met, we were like, yeah.
Yeah, we literally met on a Facebook group, went to
Yeah.
coffee. We neither of us drink coffee. And then we agreed, like, why do we go to coffee? But I think I got like matcha and it was a shit matcha. Oh, and then I remember I got so bloated, but I didn't want to tell you. I got in the car and my stomach was so swollen. I had to unbutton my pants. And I was in so much pain talking to you, but I was enjoying myself. And then we talked so much that the place had closed, but nobody told us. So the girl just started sweeping around us. We look around, there's nobody else in this coffee shop. And it's like 15 minutes past their closing.
It was 30 minutes past their closing.
Oh,
Like it was bad.
it was bad. I don't know
I
why
remember she goes, yeah, we closed at 3 and it was 3:30. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Why didn't you tell us to leave?
Yeah.
Like obviously we're oblivious to the world.
Yeah. Bizarre. Anyway, thankful for your friendship. Thank you for accepting my ESC and excited for the many years together of Damassery.
Yeah.
And we should buy a giant house where all of us live. Okay. Are you ready for the group chat? Some of these, actually, one of these stories was hand selected by you, so that's exciting. I think I'm gonna go least important to most, not least important, but least interesting in my eyes to most interesting. Shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yay. Also, I'm so excited. This is your first time on the podcast since we like
it is.
moved into friends.
Yeah.
I'm
liking the new vibe.
Thank you.
It's
thank you.
It's the glowing light behind you. When you
Thank
first
you.
turned it on, it reminded me of a lightsaber, but
it's very lightsaber-esque. I need to get another one because this one has the tendency to die during the podcast. And I think I need more blue. Honestly, think I need double the blue, but yeah, we'll expense that later. Huh? Yeah, it is blue, actually. It looks purple.
It looks purple.
It's most definitely blue, but it is what it is. And I might actually be like having sort of another recording space coming up very soon in the city of Charleston. I'll tell you about it. Wait, I already told you about it last night.
When?
The reason I was at a certain event that I was at.
Oh, right.
And then I met the person to chat about that. No, it's good. Anyway, okay. Welcome to the group chat. Let's get into it. All right. Joe Jonas doesn't mince words responding to Sophie Turner's lawsuit. Okay. Interesting. So Sophie Turner, this is from popculture.com, by the way, that I'm reading this particular article, but of course it's written about everywhere. This is really interesting because two things happened this week. One, Sophie is starting a lawsuit against Joe for some pretty scary shit. And then also Sophie did a power move. Her and Taylor Swift just literally walked to dinner arm in arm.
Yes. They also
went
to dinner again.
They went to dinner again last night?
Yeah, and then they went out again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a Swiftie, can you analyze this behavior for me?
I think it should be noted that I think Taylor's a really good friend. Like, I think that's just what everyone says. She's a really good friend. So I'm assuming she's being there for her. But also, Taylor is so incredibly smart that I have a feeling that she's like helping in some way, or like helping her, like because I think the whole PR push of Joe painting Sophie to be this terrible mother, basically, who like parties and doesn't want to be around her children.
Yeah, that was really dumb. That was really
to get ahead of everything. But I think it was kind of like a message. And I don't know, like I think Taylor's probably just being a good friend. Like that would be my assumption.
Yeah, but is there like, I guess, hidden messaging, or is this just literally a PR move?
I think it was kind of like a fuck you, Joe.
Which I find hysterical. And the fact that such a small gesture can be so astronomically communicating something like is insane. So with the lawsuit, so I'll just read from the article. Joe Jonas isn't holding back when it comes to his response to estranged wife. We're going estranged wife now. Sophie Turner's lawsuit. The Game of Thrones actor sued the Jonas Brothers singer Thursday, weeks after he filed to end their fourth marriage, claiming he has wrongful retention of their two daughters in the United States. Turner's lawsuit alleges that Jonas is keeping their children and their passports wrongfully, as the former couple agreed in December 2022 that the kids would move to England. This has turned from like PR you
Mhm.
know, whatever. And oh, and Joe honestly just like not winning, even though he can't shut his mouth, or like his reps can't shut their mouth. And Sophie just being silent and like very regal, to be honest.
Yeah.
This, like, I mean, the kids, Joe brought the kids into it. I think when he like took the press photos, and even though their faces were blurred, like that was, they have literally kept privacy for so long. Like, I do not understand why this would be brought in now. And now, like, to hold, I think that conversation probably gets very dicey in the background, like what is like holding hostage of, you know, whatever, like if he just won't let them get on a plane and like go to England. I think it gets very dicey, but like to be holding the kids, holding their passports, and like they're not going to England, especially if there's an agreed upon thing.
I've seen some things saying that because he filed for divorce in Florida, the kids can't leave the States. But at the same time,
Oh,
I've seen that he lied in those divorce papers about where the kids have been, what their schedules have been like for the past 2 years, where they've been living, what the plan was. And Sophie, when she filed this, provided all the receipts of where the kids have been, and like
oh my
basically
God.
showing that he lied when he filed for divorce.
Yeah. This is
So,
getting, yeah,
yeah,
divorce is messy when there's kids
I
involved.
feel bad for the
So
kids.
much worse.
I don't feel
Yeah.
bad for Joe. I feel bad for her because
Yeah. No, I feel bad for Sophie. I do
it
not
seems
feel
like
bad for
he
Joe.
caused it. It seems like he caused this. Like
I think he caused
he's
it.
the one
Yeah.
that brought the kids into this.
Or like, honestly, it could be mutual, but then like, I think when it comes down to divorce, like there's such, you end up getting put in this corner, especially when there's kids involved, where you are fighting for custody, and then you're being told like to basically dig up dirt on the other person.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it gets really messy. Of course, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, I want to know why, why they got divorced, because I don't think it's because Sophie Turner's a party girl, because I don't know, everything I've
Party
seen from
boy.
her gives really introvert, indoors, cozy blanket energy.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't know. I don't
I don't
know,
think her
but
going out to party a couple times makes her a party girl.
yeah, also,
You can
isn't she like
party as a
27?
mom. Yeah. Like you can party as a mom. That's a thing. My
Yeah,
mom.
that's a thing.
Okay.
And this is not the day and age to be shaming a mom for going out. This is, you're not going to win. Literally, it's the year of the Barbie movie, as Maddie would say.
Yes.
This is really not. Does Greta know about this? I cannot not have her language in my vocabulary.
No,
I
it's like
can't.
it's so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I love it, but like it's taken over.
Adore it. Adore it. All right. Next story. Olivia Rodrigo's Guts tour. Ticketmaster sales go absolutely insane. You would think Ticketmaster would have been more prepared for this.
When are they
Oh,
ever prepared?
I know, but like they had like the biggest stage to fuck up on, and they
Yeah.
fucked up. And now there's like a learning part of mistakes that you would think would
No, but
happen.
they don't learn. They don't care.
It's awful. So,
She's not playing
so,
stadiums, right, Olivia?
huh?
Olivia's not playing
Um,
stadiums,
no,
which I
I don't
am
know. Hold
surprised
on.
by because I think she could sell at a stadium.
I think she could sell. Oh, okay, hold on. Yes. Give it. Let's go through this. So, massive ticket demand for. Oh, and this is from a Deadline, by the way. Giving credit where credit is due. Massive ticket demand for Olivia Rodrigo's Guts World Tour will leave many fans disappointed as sales start today, and Ticketmaster is already trying to cushion the blow. So this is from like when ticket sales go out. So here's the thing. Ticketmaster posted a statement on its website and social media saying there has been massive fan demand for Olivia Rodrigo's Guts World Tour.
Obviously.
Duh. And even after the tour added 20 additional dates to meet the demand, there are still more fans who registered than there are tickets available. Even those who made it through registration needed to curb their enthusiasm. Invitations from Ticketmaster for the pre-sale went out and to a number of those registered. So you had to register. Then you had to see if you had an invitation with a verified code. And then if you had a verified code, you would have the chance to buy the tickets. But
anyone
still,
who did Taylor Swift Ticketmaster debacle, it was the exact same thing. So they
this,
already knew this doesn't work.
yeah, and I'm just a little confused, like trickling down all the way to demand. How are you going to so grossly under, like, I guess, predict sales? Like,
Mhm.
if you know 100,000, it's more than 100,000 people, but like for numbers sake, 100,000 people are going to want these tickets and have their wallet ready. And you say, you know what feels right? You know what feels right? 20,000 people worth of concerts. What,
Yeah.
in what world? In what world?
And the interesting thing is so many of these go to bots because you see them being resold for an absurd amount of money.
This is 2023. How are we letting bots get
the
through this?
funny thing is, when the Reputation tour happened, which was obviously like 6 years ago,
Yeah,
there was a whole like, shoot, what's it called? Whatever the fan was, not dedicated fan. I can't think of the word. I should
like
know
verified fan.
Verified fan. So what you did was you got points. Like if like it was connected to your Ticketmaster account, they could see if you bought a CD, they could see if you watched the music video, like they could see what you did and you got points. I used to play the music video on my phone during class on like just one volume up and put it in my backpack. Like I was one of the top verified fans because I'm psychotic. Like no bots got tickets, only fans got tickets.
Right.
So I mean, I feel bad for the people who obviously they don't have time to sit and play a music video on their phone. Like yes. But at the same time, these people who are doing that, if they have to resell their tickets, they're not going to sell them for $20,000.
Yeah, no, it's
Bots.
it's just bizarre. I don't understand. Well, okay, part of me like loves, I have been saying for months, and I will say it over and over again, fan culture is rising and will continue to rise. Like fandoms, this spills into TV, and I think it's interesting watching this happening during the writer's strike as well. This spills into TV. I think we're going to have a boom when the writer's strike is over, hopefully, you know, in with wonderful terms around it.
Hopefully with Akatar being filmed.
Yes, that's a yes. I think book talk, like we're seeing fandoms around book talk, and then music. This fandom culture I'm loving because I think that we are over the age of, oh, it's weird to have an obsession. Now it's weird to not. Like if you don't have a die-hard tattoo on your forehead, like want like for something or like love for something, what are you living for? Why are you here?
Exactly.
It's, and I think Taylor Swift was a huge part of this. I think obviously I'm gonna say like Akatar was evolutionary in this because or revolutionary.
Akatar is just like the fandom for that is insane. For a book.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane. We can't get into it. We literally can't.
No, we can't because we will talk about it for like 4 hours.
Yeah. But with I don't understand, like who needs to be fired, honestly? Or is this like a tactical play? Because I don't think it is, because I just don't see this being beneficial for anybody. Like you're losing
money off of bots reselling because they make like a percentage of something with the resell. Like I don't know what it is, but I know that they make money. People say that they are okay with bots getting tickets because it makes them more money.
There's no way that the percentage that they get from resell is more beneficial than the percentage that they get from direct sales.
I haven't looked into it. I don't know. They've monopolized the entire industry. So
yeah, no, it's supremely annoying and I just hate them. Next story, shall we? We're zooming through. This is, of course, our queen best for last. This is from E! News, where Taylor Swift and Travis, it's Kelsey. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
The way
I should know that because I do watch football, but like for some reason,
then you can educate me. You can educate me because the way I have no idea who this MFR is.
He's a really good tight end.
What?
He's a really good tight end.
Okay. I don't even know what that does. Okay.
Where
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce really stand amid romance rumors. Blah. So a source close to the situation exclusively set the record straight. Of course they did. I'm sure it's probably somebody's team. Anyway, as dating speculation between the pop superstar and Kansas City Chiefs tight end, oh look, there it goes, continue to generate buzz, a source close to the situation exclusively told E! News. I love how they're like, we have it, it's exclusive to us. Like you're not special. Met up once. Okay, hold on. A source close to the situation exclusively told E! News the two met up once in New York, though they are nowhere close to being new romantics. Nice wording there. They've been texting and talking here and there, but no set plans to see each other again. The insider shared it's been very low key as he's been in season. In fact, Travis recently addressed the romance rumors head on, saying that people need to calm down when it comes to his love life. It's hilarious how much traction this has actually gotten, the 33-year-old remarked during his September 21st appearance on the Pat McAfee show. Right now, it's like a game of telephone. And while his brother and fellow NFL star Jason Kelce created an online frenzy this week when he made a joke about the speculation being true, Travis assured that no one actually knows what's going on. Okay, Jason, I believe, is an idiot.
Jason, I believe, needs to shut up.
Jason needs to shut his
freaking mouth. Funny? Because I am part of the Swiftie culture. Like, I see everything on Twitter and all that. Oh my God. Like, people are tweeting, like, Travis needs to shut up. Like, Taylor doesn't like when people talk about her love life. He's divulging, like, information about her. And you know what? Honestly, I love a lot of Swifties. I also want to strangle a lot of Swifties. These Swifties who are saying that need to shut up. Like, I'm sorry. They need to shut up. They don't know anything. They don't know anything about Taylor's personal life. Taylor lets us know what she wants us to know about her personal life.
Yeah.
She's always been like that. She's very private when it comes to certain things. But here's the thing. He's famous. He is a famous football player who is in season right now and plays for one of the best teams in the NFL. He's one of the best tight ends in the NFL. He's going to be interviewed a lot, and they're going to ask him questions. He's not asking them to ask him these questions. He's going to be asked these questions, just like Joe was asked these same questions when he was dating Taylor. And he not once has said anything like divulging any information.
No, I don't think he's really said anything. Like, I think that he's been pretty low grade
on Twitter for it. And I'm like, he's not doing anything. Like, he's not.
And then this freaking pipsqueak
questions.
Yeah, this pipsqueak of a brother then goes around there.
He needs to shut up.
That one, you need to wrap that up. Wrap that up, throw it out.
Because, you know, he's probably getting a pass from Taylor because he plays for the Eagles, and the Eagles is Taylor's favorite team. So the brother's probably getting a pass right now. But I'm assuming Tree called him up and was like, dude, zip it. We're done.
Yeah. Wait, who called him up?
Tree?
Yes, our other Lord and Savior. I had to be explained like who Tree was. Can you explain to anybody who is not as diehard?
Tree has been with Taylor forever. So like, she's the PR manager. And you like when Taylor is going to a show, like you look for Tree to show up at like the VMAs or something beforehand, like 15 to 20 minutes before. She has bright red hair. We all know who she is. She's basically like Taylor's part-time mom, I think.
Yeah. I need to look up
handing Taylor water, like drink.
Yeah. I need to look up who this woman is because I think she's like the backbone.
Yes.
Of Taylor Nation. Yeah, I really think that the Kelce brothers are batting out of their league. Like, I think I guess, and this is coming
honestly, from I think Travis and Taylor could be great. They have the same goofy personality. If you watch videos of him, like after he scores a touchdown, he does the same weird little dances she does at award shows. Just like, I think they have the same like humor and like personality and like from things I've seen. So I think it could work. Like, I think it could actually work.
Very different from what she normally goes for. Like lanky and artisty and weird.
Artist, angsty boys.
Yeah.
She said she likes a boy, not a man. That sounds so bad.
That sounds disgusting. What the? But yeah, I mean, I don't know who this person is. So in my head, I'm like, oh, you don't know who you're messing with. But I mean, clearly he's quite famous. And is he like, I don't know, like what you would call it, like what we saw as the Jonas Brothers and had posters and stuff. Is he like that kind of person? Because I feel like I've heard his name and like celebrity crush, like who's your celebrity crush, and people be like Travis Kelce.
Yes.
Let me look at what this man
noted. I think I told you this. I bought a crew neck that's like in the Eras Tour like type way, but with Travis's photos because I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, I could totally see him being like a goofy guy. I don't find him very attractive.
The mustache he's currently rocking. Are you looking at a photo with just the mustache?
No, I did see a photo with just the mustache.
Just the mustache makes me incredibly uncomfortable.
I'm seeing his like full beard.
Yeah,
and
the beard is
situation.
Better. The mustache makes me uncomfortable.
He has earrings. He's got like two little.
Does he?
I don't know.
I haven't looked that closely at it.
It's definitely not my vibe. I cannot see them together, like in my mind, similar to how I mean, and I'm trying to see Timothy Chalamet and Kylie together, and even like I'm struggling with that. I struggle with this. And he seems too goofy. Like, I know she's goofy, but he seems too goofy. I don't know.
Actually, she's really like nerdy goofy. You'll also, when we go to the tour, you will see that more.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Okay, well, interesting. Happy for Taylor. Hope all is well, and I hope
No,
that
just let her date. Like, let her have fun. And people
let her have fun.
speculating on everything. Just let her have fun.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, I know I'm like completely part of the problem. Like when I'm like talking about like her love life or whatever, it is so fun to do though. It is so fun to act like I have any part in this.
Yes.
Yes.
I do find it fun because like anytime she like sits next to a guy, like I remember when she was like in her 20s and everyone was like, oh, like Taylor like dates everyone. And it was like she would just be
That
like
I think is really
photographed with
BS.
someone. And it was like, oh, she's been dating. And she's like, I sat next to him at like an award show.
Yeah, I think it's really BS how people like say like she's just dates around and she hops around and then writes songs about people. I think that's really, really dumb.
Also,
I
who
do.
hasn't gone on like random one dates? Like you go on one
Yeah.
date with a person, you're like, oh, it doesn't work. You go on another date with another person. It could be in the same week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
don't because
literally
I'm
called,
not good
it's
at
called
dating,
meeting
but
people. Yeah. I am excited to see this documentary of sorts thing because I think that I would like the same level of protectiveness over her that
have
I
you
now
ever seen the
heard.
Miss Americana doc?
No.
You need to watch that.
Okay.
That's
Because
important.
yeah, I want to like I now have this protectiveness over Kim Kardashian from watching the Kardashians, and so
Yeah.
I would like that level. It's fun. Again, fandoms, I would not say I'm
No,
part of
before we
either fandom.
do the concert, you need to watch the doc, the Miss
Okay,
Americana.
so I will do that. I
Yeah.
will do that. I would not say I'm part of the fandoms of these two people. I'm definitely part of the standums. I stand them for sure. And it's just fun. It's
Yeah.
fun to be part of it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great job with the group chat. I think that was so much fun. I think we had great banter.
We normally
Did
do.
you enjoy? Did you enjoy?
Yes, they did.
Okay. Are you ready for the main part of the podcast now? I felt like that was a really good group chat. I felt like we did good.
Yeah, I think we did.
I think we did fabulous.
I don't remember what I talked about.
Oh my God.
I have an attendance span of about 10 seconds.
Clearly. Okay. So we're doing most likely to. And so if you guys want to do, I will have the questions in the description of this podcast so that, and on YouTube as well. So if you want to do this as like a challenge for yourself, I hate it when I watch these and they don't have the questions listed. So we will have them listed. But all right. Are you ready? I think this is going to be wildly insightful.
I would love to. I just want to hear the question.
Is there a delay?
No, there's a delay. There's a delay inside my brain.
Okay, I was wondering if you were taking a long time to answer or if there was a delay in the video because you literally stared and then you just didn't say anything. So I'm just checking.
That was a classic example of whatever the processing disorder is with ADHD. I wasn't processing.
Yeah, no, I saw it. Okay, no problem. Are you ready? Okay, obviously you're ready. You've told me you're ready 3 times now. Okay. Who's most likely to get arrested? You. Yeah. 100% you. I would get arrested for accidentally doing something dumb, but you would get arrested first for doing something out of anger.
I can't even argue. Yeah.
No, you're just an angry
100% true.
Mm-hmm.
I threaten people constantly. There's a lot of violence in my brain. I don't plan on ever acting on any of it, but like I think I've threatened to strangle or stab someone at least 3 times today.
Oh.
Those are my go-to, like, they're just my go-tos. Like I say I'm gonna strangle or stab you.
Interesting. Honestly, like I can fault you for sure, but I won't because I don't really have violent tendencies, but I do sort of wish that there was a time in my life where it was warranted to just clock somebody in the nose. I think that there hasn't been any times that I have been able to like fight somebody like in the movies. And part of me just wants like somebody to say something, maybe be like, you know what? Oh, that's my left hand. Ow. And just like,
I think I've only ever punched like 2 people.
When have you punched somebody?
And
why?
One was he was my boyfriend at the time. And to be fair, he was annoying me and told me to punch him in the face. So I did.
Yeah, I don't know why anybody would invite you to punch them in the face because
I mean,
they're
like
guaranteed
he
to get what they asked
literally
for.
asked me to punch him in the face, so I did. And then he was like, "I didn't think you'd actually do it," and I was like, "Obviously, you don't know me very well." And the second one was in soccer. A girl, she had punched me, so I punched her back, and then I threw her over the sideline,
Where did you punch her?
the face.
So you have punched 2 people in the face. I've
Yeah.
punched no people in the face. I think that's really rude.
I was young then. Like I haven't punched someone in the face and
Like I talked to my mom
probably
and
like
like my
I think
aunts,
I
my
was like 15 or
uncles.
16.
I don't, yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I talked to my mom, my aunts, my uncles, and they're like, oh yeah, I got in a fight when I was in
Yeah.
high school or whatever. Like I, knocked a kid out. I'm like, why? Literally, why? I mean, not that I want more instances for violence by any stretch of the imagination, but
You just
like,
want to fight someone.
I just want to fight somebody. And it's especially like a fight where it's just like, bah, 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 and then be like, all right, you good? Yeah. You good? Yeah. And then you like leave. But there is no chance I'm
I
hitting someone.
can't see you ever fighting someone.
Me neither.
Like I think it automatically, if I was fighting someone and all of a sudden you jumped in, I would stop fighting because I'd be laughing so hard.
Why would you be laughing? I feel like if I
It
jumped
doesn't
in,
work.
what?
You're not aggressive.
No, okay, hold on. But I think I could be. Here's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that I think there is an aggressive thing in me that I haven't gotten to exercise. I haven't gotten to see what I look like in a fight situation, but I would like to think that I am pretty scrappy.
You know how people say there's like the golden retriever friend and the black cat friend?
Yeah.
I think it's very obvious.
Yeah, I'm always a golden retriever friend. Okay, anyways. Okay, let's see. Who is most likely to accidentally find a portal to another dimension? I'm interested to hear your response to this.
Huh.
I know. It's pretty niche.
See, I almost feel like you would find it if you were looking, like not accidentally. Like you would be actively looking for one. I would be the one that stumbled through it on accident.
No, true. That is so true because
Yeah.
I'm one of those people. I still like there is still a 13% of my brain that still believes in Santa, that still like thinks that like fantasies are real, like mermaids for sure. Like
100%.
I will
Mermaids
not
have
let
to
it
be real.
go.
We just can't see
What?
them. There's too much the ocean we haven't explored. They have
No,
to
for sure. The ocean, 100%. There's so much more to the ocean. Like we just don't know. But like I I will think about it. Like if say I saw something and I did think it was like a swirling like portal, I wouldn't write it off in my mind as like something realistic. My mind would go straight to portal. Yeah. So I would purposefully find it and just be like, wow, I was right.
Yeah.
You would accidentally find it and be like, where the fuck am I?
I would just like stumble into it and be like, hey, how'd I end up here?
Yeah. Okay. This is good. Who is most likely to forget to text back?
You.
Me. I don't answer half of the
You
things
don't
you
answer.
send me.
You don't answer any texts. I send you about 6,000 texts a day.
Yeah.
None of them are important, but
No. We need to hold on. Let's preface because this makes me sound like a shitty friend again. I just sound like the worst friend to you. I'm really not. But
I don't expect responses.
Exactly. She texts in a stream of consciousness and it's just any thought that comes through her head goes through into text messaging. It's not meant to have a response. She'll text me. I just saw a dog. I tripped over my shoelace and I just figured out in sync was meaning in sync. And it'll be that among 5 other texts that actually have something to do with anything.
Well, I'm thinking about all at once.
What?
I'm thinking about all the different things at once. So it's just
no, I know. You text exactly how you think.
Yes.
Which
it's
is
my voice. I don't have a different speaking voice than texting.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, like, you subject me to that, your brain.
You have
and with no filtration.
Mine, you have to be able to deal with it.
Yeah. And so I'm not the bad friend for not answering. You're the one
for texting,
abusing me.
This is why I talk to Joseph more than you.
What the fuck? Joseph is one of those people, like, I'm not really good, especially with like the little things. Like you texted me, I just found out NSYNC meant in sync. I just see that.
Did you know that?
Yes, of course I knew that.
My mind is blown.
Where have you been?
I don't know. I was watching a TikTok video and they said the name and all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, it sounds like they're in sync. And then I was like, oh my God. So yeah, I just got that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you send me this, and like some things just don't require, I just see it, and then I'm like, I just look up, like, I think to myself, what the fuck? And I just have to move on with my life. Because if this was once a week or something, that'd be one thing. It's multiple times a day. I can't do it. I just can't do
I'm gonna
it.
keep sending them anyway.
That's fair. And that's fine. And I told you, please keep sending them. Just your expectations are clear. I'm probably not going to answer all of them. Who is most likely to pick up your call in the middle of the night? Me.
If you call me twice, I'll answer.
Yeah, we both have our do not disturb on at night.
Our
So
do
that's
not
a little
disturb
rough.
is on. So maybe if you
And
call me twice, yeah.
you're not on my, like, the only person that's on my go through do not disturb list is Joseph.
My only person is Shane. In case he's dying. I don't know.
No, that's fair. I should probably put Jonathan on there.
He's in college. He does dumb shit. And
No, that's fair.
He's the person that calls me at like 3 a.m. like, hey, I just broke my arm. Do I go to the ER now? I get calls like that. So
okay. No, that's fair. I should put Jonathan on mine because in case he was in an oh shit situation, I tell him like you need to call me. But otherwise, yeah, just go straight to voicemail.
But anyone who's friends with me knows you have to call me twice because my phone's on do not disturb.
Yeah, you have your phone on do not disturb all day long, all the time.
Because I don't like when it vibrates. It makes me angry.
Mm-hmm. That's a short fuse.
I could just turn off the vibrations, but I also have it set to a vibrate where it vibrates like a violent amount of times. Because if it just vibrates once, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
But then I add it to vibrate. So then I put it on do not disturb and it defeats the purpose.
No, I get it. And like, I especially like, I'm fine with once, but if somebody texts me in multiple, interesting. If somebody texts me multiple times back to back, like one line 5 times and it just keeps going, I do want to throw my phone across the room. Fascinating how that works.
Thank you. Actually, the amount of times I text you and then your phone goes on do not disturb is hilarious. Like every single time I text you, if I send 3 texts in a row, all of a sudden your phone's on do not disturb. It is my favorite thing to watch happen.
I forgot you could see that happen.
Every time I send you 3 texts, and all of a sudden your phone's on do not disturb.
Oh. Well, yeah, sometimes, first of all, I'm in meetings. And then other times, yeah, I literally look and it makes me want to just bash my head in. And like I'll be at dinner or something, or like it'll be vibrating on my butt and I can't even focus on my life. I'm like, oh my God, who is the best liar?
Do you lie?
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty good liar. I'm a good liar unless you ask me something very directly.
I'm a good liar because I commit to the bit. Like I just convince myself it's real and then I forget that I'm lying. Do you know how often I forget I'm lying? It's concerning.
That is what?
Like I just convince myself the lie is true. And so then sometimes I told the lie so many times, like in my own brain to myself, that that's just true now. So I'm no longer lying.
I also think you lie more than me.
Yes, 100%. I think it's fun.
How it's concerning on
it's
how
making me sound like a psycho.
It's fine. I'm like, I think if somebody looked at you and was like, are you 5'7"? You'd be like, yeah.
Yes.
And like completely commit to it.
Yeah.
I lie. That's a bad, like,
I don't lie for important things. Like it's like stupid things that I think are funny.
That's a very Gemini thing. We both do that because if somebody asks me, like, I'll say something out of sarcasm and they'll be like, oh my, I don't know, like, I'm going to have a cow. And then somebody like misunderstands me and they're like, you have a cow. And then I'll see the opportunity and I'll be like, yeah. And then I will go. So I'll dive, just always swimming in the lie. They're like, wait, you actually have a cow? I'm like, yeah, I got it for my 6th birthday. It's really old. And then they're just keep asking questions and I'm just keep swimming. And I'm like, yeah, her name is Bessie. And she's so cute. She actually had a baby calf like last week. It's so sweet. Its name is Lilac. And I'll just keep going. And like, I'll keep going past when they say, are you serious? And then like 5 minutes in, I'll just start laughing. I'm like, I'm just kidding. I think that is super fun, but it has to start with them misunderstanding. Like essentially they're making up the lie first and then I will just take that and I will run with it.
Yeah.
So the Gemini lies are both of us. I think if it's a serious lie, you would be better at lying.
Oh.
Yeah. Who's most likely to be ID'd at the age of 35? Wait, that's not funny, but who's most likely to be ID'd? You.
100%.
We both look young. Your height goes against you.
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5 feet.
You're 5 even?
I'm like half an inch taller.
Good God. Really?
Yeah. Everyone thinks I'm like 18 because of it. I think it's
Yeah.
100%, like, because even as I've gotten, like, my face has gotten older to the point where, like, I could pass as older. I think my height hurt, and when my hair is curly, I look a lot younger when my hair is curly too.
That's fair. Yes, you do. Who's most likely to miss their flight because they packed at the last minute? That's a
I don't.
toughie.
I've never missed a flight in my life.
No, me neither. But who's most likely? I feel like you're a last minute
Packing
packer.
last minute? Yeah, I do everything last minute.
Yeah, I think it's you. No, no, it's not. It's not
I don't
you.
think I missed. I think you missed the flight. I think I managed to make it.
No, you're right. You're right. Because I saw this video yesterday of this girl that she was starting to make a video of her packing for her flight to Milan
Yeah.
for tomorrow. And then like the video like went a couple clips, and then the next clip she was like, plot twist, I didn't realize my flight's not tomorrow, it's today.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have to leave in 4 hours. That is so me.
Yes.
That is so me.
Yeah.
Like the amount
I
of
get
times
to the airport sometimes like 30 minutes before my flight. I still make it.
yeah, I do that, but I will
But you
so
would
much
totally
more.
forget that your flight, like, but you would have the wrong
I'll
day.
forget I'm leaving. It's alarming
Definitely
how
you missing flights. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm really good at convincing myself of truths that are not true. Like, oh, my flight is Wednesday. Nah, bitch, your flight was last week. Where are you? Why are you here? Like, I will wholeheartedly believe something. And the thing is, I can read. I had an email. Wait, did I message you this? Okay. This is gonna be a little cryptic. You know the clothing brand that I'm working with?
Yeah, yeah.
You remember how much I told you that they gave me in like, oh,
Yeah.
like this many dollars
Oh my,
to
wait, did you do it wrong? Because I was thinking that when you were showing me the clothes.
I did it wrong, one, and then I got the number wrong. So I thought they were allowing me to spend X amount of money. And then I went and looked back and I had just read the email wrong. And the thing is, like, I read this email multiple times. Like, okay, so I'm not going to say how much they gave me. It was very generous, but I'm working with a clothing brand and they gave me like a gift card to get clothes to post about and things. So I thought we're just going to say, I thought they gave me $100 and then I went back and it was $50. I was like, wow.
Okay, I thought that when you were showing me and Joseph everything you were looking at, that it was the wrong number, but I thought maybe they just upped it.
You should let me know. If you witness the brain lapse, like, by God, tell me. Who is most likely to snore when they sleep? Who snores?
I don't snore.
It's probably me then. I don't snore,
You snore?
but
I've never heard you snore.
no, I don't snore. But Joseph does say, like, if I get on my back for too long, I start to, and he has to roll me back over. But I'm not like a chronic snorer. I really don't like being called a snorer. And like, even though some people would say because I snore when I'm on my back, that makes me a snorer, I don't think that makes me a snorer. It's just.
Do you normally sleep on your back or no?
I don't. No. I don't think that means I'm a snorer, personally.
I think if every time you're on your back, you snore, that makes you a snorer.
I don't think it's every time.
Okay, then you're fine.
Thank you. I don't know why in my head, like, being
I'll
called a
validate
snorer.
you right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I need validation with that. Who's most likely to forget the other's birthday?
You.
Yeah. God, I need to pick something where it's you. I sound horrific. I'm bad with birthdays.
Wish me happy birthday a week early.
I did. I did.
Because in students in a week, you're like, oh shit, really?
Do you just remember birthdays? Like,
And then Joseph wished me happy birthday. And you did too. And he goes, and he texts me and he goes, just letting you know, I told Sarah it was your birthday.
on your real birthday? Asshole. It's May 26th.
Did you just look it up in your calendar?
Of course I did.
Yours is June 10th.
You didn't look that up.
No.
That's crazy. I know my little brother's birthday. I know my mom's birthday. I don't know my dad's. I know it's February. I think it's February 22nd, but like, I'm not totally sure. I don't know. I know Joseph's birthday, and I think I know Grandpa's. I think it's November.
I'm a little worried about your memory, if I'm being honest.
I wonder what age you need to start doing like brain exercises or taking vitamins because like for your brain, because I'm concerned with, and here's the thing with my mind. I pick and choose what I leave. I talk about brain space a lot. I pick and choose what I leave brain space for, but some of it I involuntarily pick and choose, meaning like in my heart, I feel it's important to remember your birthday. My noggin said, no, we're dropping that one. I'm sorry. That's moving off the deck. Like if you're like pushing things in, those like coin slot things in the game things, it pushed those coins off and they said, bye-bye, goodbye. We're not holding that. And that it's choosing for me.
Mm-hmm. It's okay.
I want to be a good birthday. I have friends who I have one friend and she's listening to this podcast because that's how good of a friend she is. I know she is. And you know who I'm talking about.
I don't listen to your podcast sometimes.
Yeah, it's not you. And she will message me happy anniversary. She'll message me happy day you posted the Felsnap video.
Soon, right?
This friend lets me know when I hit milestones on social media before I know. She texted me happy 600K. She has sent me the milestone before I knew it every time.
700K?
No, 600K. Don't make me feel bad.
Well, I thought you said 700 and I was confused. I was like, I didn't see that.
It's oh goodness. Yeah, 662.
Your anniversary is in like 2 days, isn't it?
Huh?
Your anniversary is in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joseph and I looked at each other yesterday and he was like, that's this Sunday? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, I thought it was next Sunday. I was like, no, like that's like this week, like in a couple days. He's like, what are we doing? I was like, I don't know.
You're doing your Sunday. What is that place you go to?
Groucho's. Oh, I've never said what day we go online.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that hard to figure out on Sundays, but that's when I post it on Instagram usually. But like we're at Groucho's. So like whatever. Groucho's is Sunday is for Groucho's though. Just for everybody wondering. Who is most likely to spend all their money on clothes? You. Buy things so impulse. Yes. You have no impulse control.
Nothing. I have to buy everything.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend and she was we were talking about TJ Maxx. No, we were in TJ Maxx. And I was like, I picked up something. I was like, that's cute. And then I put it back. She was like, what do you mean? Aren't you going to get it? And I was like, no. She's like, you thought it was cute. I was like, yeah, I can think it's cute, but it may not be for me. Like, it's just cute. And she looked at me. She was like, what? I was like, just because you think something's cute in a store doesn't mean you have to buy it.
I mean, I agree with that. Like, if I think it's just cute, but not cute for me, but if I think it's cute for me, then yeah, I have to buy it.
Oh, no. I have to go through like...
I'm working on it. I have a list of things I want to buy and I haven't bought.
Good.
But I also then buy things like a Travis Kelce sweatshirt in Taylor Swift themed when I did not need that. That was lack of impulse control.
I did impulse buy a dress. Oh my God, you're going to die when you see this dress. Did I send it to you? Did I ask you if I should wear? No, I didn't. I'm going to text it to you. It's so cute. You're going to be like, oh my God. And I ordered the pink
impulse dress I bought that I also sent you. I ended up wearing to a wedding, so it was fine.
Yeah, so it's fine. Oh yeah, the black dress. You're gonna love this dress. I got the pink one, not the blue one. The black dress I did an impulse buy. Actually, this is my second impulse dress buy from TikTok. I know.
That's cute. TikTok shop is dangerous.
I love TikTok shop.
It's so bad.
I love TikTok shop.
Everything.
I love it.
If I'm honest, I don't want that. And I love pickles.
No, I'm not really big into the pickle sweatshirt. And for whatever reason, I have made it in my mind that I will not use the snail mucin. Snail mucin?
I feel like I saw that and I thought it was weird.
It's like one of the most viral products on TikTok.
What does it do?
It's skincare thing and it's made from like snail mucus.
I'm not doing more skincare. I'm already doing enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I have enough skincare. I was like, I'm not gonna order that. Like, I'm all for a lot of viral products. That one, and I don't know. Maybe if you catch me using it, you'll know that I caved and I loved it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. Well, amazing. Do you have any that you want to add?
No, there's not. There's a hamster wheel running right now, but not.
Okay.
Thoughts.
We spent a good amount of time on the group chat, so I didn't want to make this like too long. Too crazy long. Guys, if you want us to do this again, like this is a really fun game, just let us know and we can try to make the good questions. Yeah, oh my gosh, we should do submit questions. We should have you, yes, guys, submit questions that you want and we'll do this again and just try to make the group chat like slightly shorter, because I don't want to take up your entire day. But thanks for coming on.
Of course.
Thanks
It's
for
fine.
dealing with the tech things. Once we got that figured out.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Guys, thank you so much for listening to Mutual Friends Podcast. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you loved it. I hope you're having a great time wherever you are. Please go on our socials and share the podcast with your mutual friends. We can have a big old community of mutual friends. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. If you are listening on an audio form, we are on YouTube where you can watch us on video. And if you're listening on Spotify, you can also watch the video on Spotify itself. If you have links to sponsors that want to sponsor this show, we're currently taking sponsors, and I would really love for this podcast to actually be monetized because it doesn't make any money for me, and that would be really cool. So we could do even cooler stuff. So just little plug there. I love you guys so very much, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.